Hey guys, welcome to Matt Does Stuff. This week I'm doing an unboxing and review of a new Bosch Combi Drill and impact driver. After my last video where I was using it, I asked people if they wanted it, and I got loads of responses. So got to give the fans what they want. So if you want to see me do that review and unboxing, stick around. And remember, as always, while this intro's on, subscribe to my channel and pop a like on this video. So the items I'm going to be reviewing today are this, which is the Bosch GSB 18V-60C Combi Drill and the GDR 18V-200C impact driver. These came as a twin pack, or I bought them as a twin pack. You can buy them separately. So let's get on with the review. But I'm not going to do that in here. I'm going to do it over in the kitchen. This is the box with my new Combi Drill and impact driver. For those of you who want to know, the model number is the GSB 18V 60C. That's the Combi Drill, and the GDR 18V 200C impact driver. So let's get amongst it. So this is the Bosch box that it comes in. Got a nice handle on the top and one on the side for carrying. It looks like it's got a couple of clips on the side, and you can see that, so it's got a couple of clips on the side, which looks like it's for some sort of slotting system, or like you could slot those together maybe. Yeah, if you look at the top, it's got a clip on there, and it looks like you could probably stack your tools on one another. And that's about it for the box, and it's just got a couple of clips at the front which allow you in. So inside, got instruction manuals, pretty standard, and I'm guessing warranties and stuff. And then underneath we've got the drills themselves. It's got an impact driver, so initially that's it's got a small head on that. Sounds really good. It's got forward and back on the right above the trigger, so you can easily switch forward and back. It's got a little light on there. It's got an 18V battery. This one came with the 5 amp hour batteries. And I'm assuming, yeah, you press that button, slides out. All very good. And then there's no other settings that I can see on the impact driver. It is just forward and back. So that's the impact driver. Then also in the box is the Combi Drill. Again, same battery, or let's say same battery, it's a different battery but same type. Slots in and out very easily. Classic Bosch drill. It's got torque settings on the top that you can turn. It's got the screw function, drill and hammer, and then high speed and torque. I've got the Bosch not professional version, so the green version of the Bosch. This is what I'm upgrading from, and this feels like a classic Bosch to me. The forward and back buttons, again, right above the trigger, so you can move them with your forefinger and your thumb. One of the reasons that and again, it's also got a light on it, but one of the reasons that I got this model, the 60C, is because it comes with a full metal chuck. So the chuck on the front there is metal, so a bit more robust, and maybe get less problems than you would with, I guess, a traditional plastic one. Yeah, 2 speeds, high speed, low speed, and then you can set the torque. And on the back of the batteries, that's quite a useful thing. It shows you, when you press the on button, it shows you how much battery you've got in there. That's got 1 star in there, one light, on, but when I press the button, it does feel like it's still going to give me quite a lot of juice. And the same with the other one. Yeah, and they feel good in the hand, quite comfortable. I've got quite big hands, but my hand, but it sits quite nicely. The rubber, it's like a rubberized handle, and it's got rubber on the back, and I guess on all the bits that you might end up dropping it on. That's another bit of rubber at the front where you grip these fingers, so lots really grippy. And this one, same thing, rubber all the way up at the back, and all the bits that look like they could get broken have got this rubberized coating on, so that you don't drop it. But again, the handle, I think the handle on them, if I compare those side by side, the handle is identical on both of them, so they do feel the same. I'm sorry, probably didn't see that, but yeah, the handle on them is identical. So you can, so it feels the same when you're holding it. Yeah, that's the drills. So what else came in the box? Got 2 bags of clips with some screws, and I imagine they go on here somewhere. Yeah, on the side here. So it means I can screw the one of these clips in. You can see that clip, and it means you can probably slide it on a tool belt if you so wish. And then the last thing in there is the charger. It's quite light actually, and it's just got some lights on the front, warning and charged, I guess. Not really a lot else to say about that. And finally in the box there is, I don't really know what that is. I'll have to work out what this bit is in a minute because I don't really know. And then inside the box, these are just look like they're plastic inserts. I'm guessing this is a standard Bosch box for any tool, and they just changed the insert, which is good. Which also means, because I'll never put these away, I can take those out and just use that as a nice storage box. And that is what's in the box. Now I'm going to be using these extensively today to put up a fence in my garden. So I think I've got like over 400 screws to put in today and 400 holes maybe to drill. So I'm going to give these a good test out. So we'll come back later and I'll let you know how I got on with these. So I've plugged the battery in. It slides in the top the same way as it would as if you're sliding onto the drill. So I've just plugged this in to get it charged for the day. But you can hear this like fan noise. So I'm guessing that's some sort of cooling fan or something going on in there. But we'll see how long that takes to charge. It was on 1 bar, so I'll let you know how long that was until it's fully charged. So it's been about 40 minutes and the battery's charged. That's lithium ion for you. Faster charge means I can crack on now. So in order to put these drill and the impact driver through the paces, I did some horizontal fencing / wall cladding, and you can check that out in my previous video. But essentially I used the impact driver on one side to just drive home some screws in the fencing, and then I used the combi drill on the other side to drill some holes in the blockwork, and then I used it just as a driver to put the screws in on that side. So maybe not the most extensive of testing, but gave me a good feel for how they would perform. So let's start with the things that I liked about these. This impact driver is really great in terms of its ability to drive in screws. I mean, I was only actually using small screws into some relatively soft wood, but it is pretty good at doing that. some features which I learned about this one specifically on the weekend were when you press the go button, you've got a light here which you can turn on and off, which is quite a nice feature. So if you don't want it to come on every time you press the button, you can just turn that off. And also you've got a torque setting function. So if you're doing softwoods or you don't need to apply maximum torque, you can set it to the lowest one, and so on and so forth. So you get a bit extra. So you can hear it's like slow, like slightly less there, and then when you ramp it up, give it proper beans when you're driving your screws. So that's a nice little touch. And then the other thing that was really quite handy, or one thing that I found out, I didn't read the instructions properly, but this is just a normal standard PZ2 bit. You can't just slot it in. What you have to do in order to load it effectively is to pull the collar here forwards, and then it just locates into the sort of, I guess there's sort of a clamping mechanism in there, but then that is solid. There's no way that's coming out. It's got a proper grip on that. But that is a quick release thing, so you can take your bits in and out. Allows for quick swapping between, so no doing up of the chuck or anything, and that is free spinning. So that's a really useful thing. The only thing I would say about this, it's the same with the other one, is with I've got the 5 amp hour lithium ion battery in. It does make for a relatively heavy impact driver. So without the battery, all the weight is in the head, obviously, as you'd imagine. When you put it on, there is a really nice balance to this. So it does, the battery does balance this out. It's got a really nice feel to it. But overall, I'd say it is quite a heavy unit. And I'll weigh these in a bit so you can see them. But overall, really liking the Bosch GDR 18V 200C impact driver. Thumbs up. Same sort of story with the Combi Drill. This is some other things, I guess, with this. That I learned at the weekend. So this one doesn't have the light button on here, so you can't do the light. And obviously the speed settings are done on the top, and the torque settings are done on the front. And then obviously whether you want to hammer, screw or drill is good. On the actual all metal chuck, there is this spinning ring at the front there. This is actually quite good because it does mean that you can rest it on your finger to sort of maintain the height, and that collar is free spinning, so it doesn't it's free spinning as opposed to being connected to the chuck. Which allows you to rest it on things. If you get a little bit close into the wood, it doesn't ruin your chuck, it just rests up against it, and that is a free spinning collar there, which is a really nice touch. What else do you need to know about this one? Like I say, again, really nice unit. The actual length of this is actually quite short, which means you can get into some quite tight spaces with this. It is very compact, but again, really quite powerful. I can't compare it to the entry-level one. Obviously the entry-level one is the 55C, this one's the next one up, but this is a very capable unit. It went through the hammer function, works really well, and on high speed was whizzing through what was a combination of a bit of breeze blocks and a couple of red bricks, and that worked really well. 18 holes that I drilled in the brick, and then I put in 200 screws with this, and didn't skip a beat. In terms of battery life on both of these, I think I swapped them over halfway through because this one was running low, so I've used about 1 battery's worth over a whole day. So that was over a combination of these. I just swapped them over because one was getting low, but that's a combination of drilling holes in brick on the hammer function with this, and together putting in between 400 and 500 screws together on these. So pretty good battery life, and I was really impressed with these. These as bits of kit. Really enjoying the Bosch purchase there. In terms of weight, I thought I'd just put them on my kitchen scales. So the impact driver first, that weighs in at 1.7 kilos with the battery on. And like I say, without the battery, it's 1.1 kilos. So these batteries are quite hefty, half a kilo each. But just be aware, 1.7 kilos. Although it doesn't seem a lot, if you're holding it all day, I guess it can be quite heavy. And then the weight of the other one, so that's 1.85 kilos. So that's just a little bit heavier. And again, the battery is the same weight. So without the battery, it's 1.2 kilos. So just under 2 kilos for both of them. I'm not sure what else I want to say about their weight. So final thoughts then on these two. I think they're really good. I really like both of these bits of kit. They are quite heavy, I guess, in relative terms, but they do feel really well made. They are comfortable in the hand. They have got a lot of features going for them for what is essentially a combi drill and impact driver. And would I recommend it? Yes. Are they better than other drills on the market? Don't know, because I'm not doing a comparison, just a review of these two pieces of kit. But overall, I'm really pleased. So there we have it. End of the day, all that stuff. That was a review of my new drills. I really like them. I like getting new tools. Probably do one again next time I buy a new tool and try it out. But for now, I'm just going to celebrate my new tools with a beer. And I've got maybe one more cable tie, which is an IPA by Electric Bear. Oh, nice smashing. See you next time. Remember, you stay safe, get some stuff done.